Hi and good morning. Here we are. It is Saturday, the 22nd of September, and here I sit in my recliner, trying to keep my foot up and getting rid of this whatever infection it is that I have in my foot. Trying to stay off of it, which for me is very difficult because I've become so active in my life. It's next to impossible for me to just sit or lay and do nothing. In fact, I keep my weights here and I'm able to do some stuff in my chair with my weights, and I can do crunches and stuff like that, but obviously I have to try to stay off my foot as much as possible until Thursday when I go back to the doctor and we see what happens. Okay, enough of my personal problems. I want to thank Jeremy, my friend Jeremy Adio, for the content of this video. We all know that there are problems in our government today at all levels. And as we consider our standing as supposedly free men, we realize that we're really not. We're really not. And Jeremy and I were discussing the whole idea of money. And he said some really, really cool things about money. And I guess some of this stuff I've known and probably, have even kind of gone over it before. But it was just, it added as a refresher to my mind of where we are. First of all, our Constitution says that silver and gold are the only forms of lawful money. Anybody that knows anything about our history knows that in 1933, the government turned our monetary system over to the Federal Reserve and made silver and gold illegal to own. They stole the wealth of America that day. They started printing dollars, which replaced silver and gold. Paper money. Now, I want to say something about silver and gold. Silver and gold really has no intrinsic value. For instance, you can't eat it and you can't drink it. So when it comes to real value and real worth, if I had my choice between having tons of silver and gold or tons of food and water, I'll take the food and water, thank you, knowing that I can survive off of that and not silver and gold. And some people say, yeah, but you can use silver and gold to buy those things. Well, here's the thing. If I have those things, then why do I need silver and gold? And the problem is, where we are today, is taxes. I was at the barber shop, and we were discussing this whole thing about taxes and stuff. And this is where I really want to get to with this video. There was a time in the 70s where the government tried to outlaw bartering because they couldn't tax it. If I trade you meat for vegetables, the government couldn't get involved in that. They couldn't. There was no way they could control me or control you or control our trade. That's what this is about, ladies and gentlemen. It's not about money. And I'll tell you why. The government doesn't need our dollars. Wakey, wakey. They do not need to tax us 1 cent. Why? Because they have an endless source. They have all the ink, all the paper, and all the printing presses they need to make all the money they need. so why do they tax us? Why do they steal from us what does not belong to them? It's one word: control. This is what tyranny looks like. Tyranny is about power. It's about controlling other people. Money is just the instrument that they use to do that. And in our nation where we are today, it is the biggest means and the largest force of controlling. And look what they've done. They have made it so that you cannot live without money, because you need money to do anything. You can't hunt, you can't fish, you can't survive without being able to buy something to go do that. And they won't take anything but their own dollars. And by the way, that money's not yours. That is a Federal Reserve note. Those dollars belong to the Federal Reserve, not you. It's not your money. See, when silver and gold was around, that was yours. It didn't belong to them. It belonged to whoever had it. But that bill says Federal Reserve note on it. It belongs to the Federal Reserve. It doesn't belong to you or I. It is just a mechanism or a tool that we use for trade based on their ability to govern and control the trade and us. I hope this short little segment kind of lets you realize where we are, ladies and gentlemen, in our nation. We are slaves to this greenback. It controls us. We don't control it. And therefore, the government controls us. And they use all these other mechanisms and things that are in that spider web to deepen their hold on us and their grasp of our liberties. Are there ways out of this? There are. Will we get out of it? Probably not, because people don't want to do that which is necessary to get free. You watch an animal that's caught in a trap. They will kill themselves trying to get free. An animal knows that they're not supposed to be in a trap, and they will kill themselves trying to get free. I think we can learn something from that, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good day.